calling the Alexander River Chase. This is Courtney speaking. How may I help you?
Hi. I was talking to someone before about like a proposal.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
did I don't know if you knew about that or not, but
I actually just got informed of it.
okay. Well, could I talk to you about it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, me and my boyfriend have been dating for like a year now, and next week on Friday night, we're
Mhm.
supposed to come in, and he hasn't popped the question yet, but I really want him to, so I figured like, oh well, if I put like the ring, if I give you your waiter like a ring or something, and he brings it out, like I can act like all surprised and be like, oh yeah, I'll marry you, because and then I mean, what is he gonna say? He's not gonna be like, no, you know? So, I was thinking like I could do something like special, you know, how people do like at restaurants.
Sure.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you guys have like done proposal stuff before or not.
We really haven't, but we've done a couple things where some people have brought in some flowers during anniversaries, and they asked us to go ahead and bring them out. We've done a couple things. I'm sure we could do something for you.
Okay, well, like I was thinking, like you know how there's traditional stuff, like where people put the ring in like a champagne glass or something and bring them out.
Mhm.
But then I'm kind of like the girl who wants like something extravagant, you know? So I was thinking like maybe like something like with the food, like with the spaghetti, you could like spell out, will you marry me or something like that, and then just like bring it to me and I could be like, yes. Or, like, like the
What I
breadsticks, you could like stick the ring in like one of them and then you could like bring it out. But then I wasn't like sure, you know, like if you brought the breadstick out, like if I was like eating it, like, cause you know, I wouldn't know which one it was. And then like I just like started choking or something.
well, we don't want you to choke.
Yeah. But I mean, then I
um,
could just like spit it out and like put it on, you know? But anyway, or there's like,
what we
um,
could do is if you were willing to get a dessert, and just as long as we know, what table you're at and all that stuff, and kind of have a forewarning, whatever kind of dessert you would like, we can write on the plate, "Will you marry me?" Like, because it's gonna be hard to do it with the spaghetti and all that
mhm.
stuff.
Well, then I
But
was
it would
thinking
be
like I don't know, you know how there's like remote control like stuff, how there's like remote control car stuff? Like I was thinking like maybe like we could have a remote control helicopter and like you could like just tie the ring on like a string and you could have like the waiter like fly it over the table and it could like land and I can be like, "Oh my god, there's like a ring on it." And I could be like, "Yes." Or like you could write on like the side of the helicopter, be like, "Will you marry me?" And then I can be like, "Yay." Um, or or maybe like I don't know.
unfortunately I can't have the helicopter around, and I don't think I could probably have like a remote control car.
Well, no, no,
Um,
no, not a remote control car. I mean like a
I
remote
know, but
control
like the
helicopter.
I couldn't have the helicopter because it would fly around, and we don't want to we want to make sure that all the rest of the guests are safe.
Well, it's really well. What's your policy on animals?
As long as they are for the handicap.
Okay,
Like,
well, I was like,
as in like, if it's a seeing eye dog or a seizure dog, as long as it's a working dog.
okay, well, I was thinking like we're really like into animals and everything. So I wasn't sure
Mhm.
like if I called the zoo, like maybe like we could have like a trainer come over and they could like bring like an animal with it and like they could like train the animal to like give me the ring or something. Like
Unfortunately, not.
like I was
I
thinking
wish
like
I
it'd be
could.
really cool like if we had like the penguin, like a penguin, like cuz penguins are like really small and if we had it like on a silver platter or something and you know how there's those like things in like the movies like how there's like that thing that goes over it and then like someone could like bring it to our table and then they could like pull the thing off and then there'd be like a penguin there and then like on the penguin's beak there could be like a ring, you know? Like I feel like that'd be really really cool.
It would be, but we unfortunately cannot have any other animals besides like seeing eye dogs or any
Or
sort of
like if there was
working
like a
dog.
monkey or something, or like a baby gorilla, and it like came out and like on its chest it
Ma'am,
had like, "Will you marry me?" And then it was like beating its chest, you know?
un- unfortunately,
Like,
I can only have animals that are working dogs.
okay, well, what if we had like a dog and it like ran over and it like jumped up on my lap and like on its collar it had like a ring attached to it and like it could be
If
like
it is
painted
a
on its
working
side?
dog, If it is a working dog, it is allowed in our building. Other than that,
What do you mean working dog?
a working dog is someone that is like, if they're blind, they have a seeing eye dog that they hold on to, and the dog will help them across the street or help them through the restaurant.
Well,
Or
like,
if
wouldn't it
it's
be
a
like,
teacher
wouldn't it
dog,
be a
then
working dog if it was like working for me and it like brought the like ring
No,
over?
ma'am.
Or like, what if we had like I found like a handicapped person like on Craigslist or something who had like who was like blind, and they like came in and they had the dog, and then we had like that dog like come over and it like hand me the ring still.
I don't think that they would allow them to do that because the dog is only specific to that person. And when it's working, we actually are not allowed to bother at the dogs because they will, like, they're actually working. They're trying to take care of their owner.
Well, yeah, but if like the owner's like sitting down, and if I like talk to the owner and I'm like, "Hey, can we borrow your dog for a second?" and like the dog just like comes over with the ring on its collar.
It's probably few and far between that we've actually had. It's only been like once every now and again that a seeing eye dog or a working dog actually comes into our building, but they know.
Or
that they're
like,
allowed
you know
to.
how like maybe like if the animals like can't come in the building, we could have like the animals outside, you know, in like the parking lot, and we could have like the trainers come over from like the zoo, and they could bring like a baby gorilla or like something like that, or like a penguin or something, and
would
it can be
have
like
to-
out in the parking lot.
Ma'am, I would have to talk to my general manager, but we probably would not be able to do that.
Okay, well then I had another idea too. Like, what if we had like a musician come and like play a song? They can play like, I don't know, like, would that be fine if like a singer person like came?
I'm not entirely sure. I would have to talk to my general manager.
Okay, well we were thinking like, or I was thinking, that he could like play a music like, have you ever heard like "Marry Me" or like "Marry You" from Bruno Mars by him? It's just like that, you know? And like he could play like a nice song like that, or there's like
I can tell you right now
by like Train.
what I can do for sure is I can write "Will you marry me" on a plate, and if you want the server to go ahead and have the ring, and we can put the ring on the plate as well, we can do that if you would like. I know that that's what I can do right now. I can say yes to that.
Okay, well maybe we could do something like that, or like we can kind of like work around it, or like maybe if you bring like some of these ideas to like the general manager like eventually, and then just like get back to me sometime this week, then we can like figure that out. Or I was thinking like if he does that song, then like you can bring out the plate while like the person's singing the song or something like that. Or maybe like you guys play music in your restaurant, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So maybe like you could just like put that song on, and then like you could bring out the
We
dessert,
actually-
and it can
we
say it
can't
on there.
change our music because our music is it comes on and off without us doing anything, and it's
Well, how does
something
it
that
come
we can't
on?
control.
Wouldn't there be like a playlist or something? Couldn't you just like add it to your playlist?
Unfortunately, not. We cannot. It's not just a CD or like iTunes or anything that we can just say, okay, I want to play these songs today.
Well, what if I bring in my iPod or something, and then you like plug it into the speakers or whatnot, and you can just play that
can't
song,
do
and you can
that.
pause the other songs.
We can't do that because it's not something that we actually control.
Who controls it?
Well, there's a big box that I can't plug anything into.
And it just like plays the music, and you don't know what
Yeah.
it's playing, and it just like plays it.
It comes from the office, and I can kind of like turn things up and down, but other than that, I can't do anything else to it.
So you can just like work the volume, and then it's just playing nonstop, or can you like just like turn it on and off, and then you can change the volume, but you can't do anything else?
I can change the volume, and that's it.
Well, is it like the same songs every day, or does it like change?
It is the same songs every day.
Well, maybe like what if I go to like the office? Could they like change the songs or something, or just like bring in like the playlist?
Unfortunately, not because the office is all the way in.
Or, okay.
Orlando.
Okay, what if you just turn off the music for a second, and then like I just bring in like radio or something, and you can just play the song on the radio?
talk to my general manager.
Do you have like an intercom or something?
Unfortunately, we do not.
Okay. Well, maybe we could do that, like the radio thing. Or I was thinking like it'd be really cool because my boyfriend, he's like into archery and stuff. Like what if we had like a professional one, like who was like sitting at the table next to us, if he just like shot like an arrow like at our table and it just like hit the wall, like because we'd be like right next to the wall, and then it like on the arrow there'd be like the ring, and then it'd just be like there, and then it could have like it could be like it could have like a sign, like a flag or something saying like, will you marry me?
Ma'am, unfortunately I can't have things flying across the restaurant.
Well, it wouldn't be across the restaurant because they could like just sit right next to me.
It would be where someone could get hurt, or even yourselves, even if it is a professional person. I just can't have that.
Well, we could have like a target in there, so like, you know, it's not like they're just shooting it anywhere.
Unfortunately, I cannot do that.
Or like, can we like have a banner in there or something?
If you get the banner and bring it to us,
but like if we have the banner there, he's gonna know, you know, like.
But if you bring in the banner prior and let us know that you're gonna be here, we could probably bring it out, but it can't be too big. It has to be something that would be.
So like a poster kind of size thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe that would work, like, if I just, like, write on there, like, will you marry me? And then I just tell you to bring it over to our table, and I can be like, oh, yay! Yes. And then, like, but the archery thing, like, you definitely can't do that, because then I was thinking, like, what if, like, it was, like, flaming or something?
Ma'am, unfortunately, I cannot do the archery thing.
Are you positive?
I am positive.
Okay. Well, then I was thinking, like, too, like, if you do the dessert thing, like, if you have it, like, written on there, like, will you marry me? Like, to the fork, you could have, like, the ring on, like, the fork or something.
We could do that.
Or, like, I was just trying to think. Because I've been kind of thinking about it, like, all day. Because I'm really excited. But, like, what if in the parking lot, like, after, like, regardless of what happens, like, inside of the restaurant, like, if we have, like, a trained person who's, like, trained with, like, fireworks or whatnot, and they have, like, fireworks go off, and it says, like, congratulations, and it spells in the sky?
I don't think we'd be able to do that. We have too many trees around.
Are you sure? But, like, if it's a trained person, like...
We would not want anybody to get hurt as well.
Well, no one would get hurt if it's, like, a trained person.
Even if there's a trained person, someone could get hurt. And we would be liable for it.
Well, are you sure? Because wouldn't it, like, imagine this, like, someone's just, like, driving down the road, and then they just, like, look up, and they see, like, fireworks at your restaurant, and they're like, oh my god, where should we eat? And then they're like, oh, well, let's go to this place with the fireworks. You know, it'll, like, attract business, and then it'll be good for you, and then it'll be good for me, because, like, I'm getting married.
I don't think we'd be able to do the fireworks as well, because it's something that we would have to have. I'm pretty sure we'd have to have a license for.
Well, like, if I have a trained person come over, they'd have a license.
Just because we have a trained person doesn't mean that we don't have to have a license to do it.
Well, why would you need a license to do it if the guy's doing it?
It's going to be on our property.
It'd be in the parking lot, though.
It's still our property.
Well, are you sure you couldn't do the helicopter thing? Because I feel like that'd probably be, like, the easiest, and like that'd still be pretty cool.
The easiest thing that I could do, and that I can definitely say yes to, is a dessert, and we write "Will you marry me?" And like I said, if you want, we could put a fork on there and the ring on there, and then that is something I can say yes to right now, hands down. We can do.
All right. Well, then I was thinking, like, what if you guys, I don't know, like, what you guys do, like, if you guys do themes, but, like, what if you did, like, a Mexican theme night, and you just had, like, a piñata, and it was, like, in the shape of a heart?
Ma'am, we do not do themes. We are an Italian restaurant, and we stay in an Italian restaurant every single day.
Well, what if is there, like, Italian piñatas, or, like, something, like, equivalent to that in, like, Italian?
No, ma'am.
Are you sure? Because, like, well, it doesn't have to be, like, a Mexican theme night. Like, what if we just, like, bring in piñata and it's, like, in the shape of a heart and, like, in it, like, you could just, like, hand us, like, the bat or something and then, like, I could hit it open. You could just be like, oh, here's the lucky table. And I could hit it open, like, in the inside, there could be, like, the ring and it could say, like, will you marry me? And I could be like, oh, yay! And I can take the ring and then we'd be married.
Unfortunately, I couldn't do that as well because of the fact that someone could get hurt. And we don't want things to be flying around. We don't want other guests around you to get hurt, let alone yourself.
Okay, well, what about, like, dancing?
No, ma'am. We don't have enough
Because I was watching, like, you know how there's, like, flash mobs? I was watching this one thing on YouTube, and there was, like, this guy, and he had, like, a flash mob.
Ma'am,
What?
I apologize to cut you short. We don't have enough room to do a flash mob or to have dancing.
Well, it wouldn't have to be, like, a flash mob. I was just saying, like, I saw, like, that's how, like, this one guy proposed to, like, his wife, I guess, now.
You could do that, not at Olive Garden, but we unfortunately don't have enough space to accommodate.
Well, I'm not saying, like, it would have to be, like, a flash mob and there'd have to be, like, a bunch of people or whatnot, but, like, what if there was just, like, a couple of hired dancers and they were just, like, dancing and then they brought, like, out a flyer and it said, like, will you marry me?
There's not enough space in our alleyways or aisles to accommodate dancers as well as guests.
Okay, well, like, what if... Okay, I was just thinking this now. Like, what if you, like, after, like, it proposes, like, if we do, like, the dessert thing and it just says, like, on there, like, will you marry me? Like, is there any possibility, like, we could get married in the restaurant?
I am not sure about that, but I could talk to my general manager. And one thing I do recommend is go ahead and have these ideas down.
I have them written down too, but I just wanted to call and like talk about it.
Yes, ma'am.
But some of these were off the top of my head, which I think is pretty cool because they're kind of creative.
Yes, ma'am. I completely agree with you. Some of the stuff we are not able to do, and I would love to be able to do that for you. But like I said, what I can do for sure is I can definitely do the dessert thing, and, you know, if you wanted to bring something like flowers, or even if you wanted to bring a poster prior, so that way it didn't seem like you did it, we could go ahead and
yeah, because, I mean, it's not, like, it's supposed to be, like, a secret. I'm supposed to, like, pretend like he's, like, proposing to me, but, like, I'm kind of, like, doing it because, you know, like, he won't, like, propose to me, so I was like, oh, well, why don't I just, like, propose to myself, but I'll make it seem like I think it's him proposing to me. Because it's not like he's gonna say no.
I completely understand. Like I said, you know, we can try to accommodate you to the best of our ability, but we can't do anything that's over extravagant.
So, like, if I brought, like, a priest, if I hired a priest and, like, the priest came in there and we just did, like, a small little reception and we just had, like, roses, like, scattered over the floor?
Ma'am, I wouldn't be able to put the roses on the floor, and I would have to talk to my general manager.
Why couldn't you put the roses on the floor? Not, like, actual roses, but, like, petals?
Either way, it would go into our carpet, and it could stain our carpet.
Well, it could be, like... You know how I went to this one wedding one time and it was like on the beach and they had like fake flowers. It was like they looked like they were real though. They like legit looked like they were rose petals, but they were like I don't even know how they do that. But you know how there's like artificial flowers or whatnot?
Yes, ma'am.
But they like looked real. So like if we just have like a flower girl who just like comes, or like even just like a random person in the restaurant, it doesn't really matter. Like if we just have someone like scattered it.
Unfortunately, I don't think that we would be able to do that, but we might be able to accommodate certain things.
Well, is there any way we could like get married in there? Like any possibility of that happening at all?
I am not 100% sure. I would have to talk to my general.
Or you know how there's like rooms that you can rent out, like. What if we sit down in the actual part and we have dinner and that's when the proposal happens and then we have like the other room?
I do not have a room that you can rent out. I have a room that is available that has doors, but guests will be
She can't hear
seated
me.
in there. I
Wait.
don't have a way to rent out anything.
Well, no, like, you know how, like, if people have, like, a party or something there, they could have, like, rooms that you have?
Well, we
Don't
have, like I said, we have an area in our dining room that has doors, but I cannot rent it out to you.
Well, yeah, like, so what if we had, like, one of those things, and then we just, like,
you
went
have a
in there and we
party-
had, like...
Ma'am, if you have a party big enough to fit in that entire room, then we can accommodate you, but we cannot promise you that room, especially on a busy, busy night, because all of our tables move and we can accommodate for large parties anywhere within our restaurant. Now, like I said, I cannot promise you that room, and I cannot rent out
Well,
that
couldn't
room.
you just, like, kick other people out of the restaurant?
Unfortunately, I cannot kick people out of my
Well, I
restaurant.
mean, what if, like, you know how, like, each person probably, like, on average, they spend, like, what, like, 15 or 20 bucks? Like, per person? Well, like, what if there was, like, in that room, how many people do you say, like, could fit, like, capacity-wise?
I could fit at 30 to 40 people in that room.
In the, like, room where it's, like, separate?
Yes, ma'am. And it's
Because,
not
like, I don't
really
want,
separate.
like, because, you know, like, if we go in there and, like, the whole restaurant is empty, then he's going to be like, what the heck? But, like, so if we just had, like, that portion, like, if there's only, like, 30 people or something who could fit in there, like, what if I
Ma'am.
just, like, buy, like, if
Ma'am.
I pay you,
Ma'am.
like, 20 times
I'm-
30, that's 600,
Ma'am.
so, like, if I just pay you $600.
Ma'am, I cannot rent that room out to you. Even if you were going to pay $600 a head, I cannot rent that room out to you.
Well, it wouldn't really be, like,
But
renting it to me. I would just be,
cannot
like...
rent that room out to you, ma'am. And there will be guests that are seated
But ma'am,
around.
like if I
And-
pay pay for a guest, like if I'm just like, oh well, here's $20 for this table and blah 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 blah, and I just like pay you, and then that room is just like reserved. It's not like really renting. It's just like reserving like that space for the wedding.
ma'am.
And like the actual wedding would only take like 30 minutes tops.
Ma'am, I cannot do that. Because
So
I
really
have
it'd just
other
be
guests.
like 600
Ma'am,
automatic
I
dollars.
cannot accommodate that request.
What if
I'm
I give
sorry.
you like more than one person would cost, like 1,000?
I cannot accommodate that request.
What about 1,500?
I cannot
I don't think-
accommodate that request.
I couldn't
No
go
matter
higher than
Ma'am,
$2,000.
Ma'am, no matter how much money you are willing to give me, I apologize, but I cannot accommodate that request. I apologize.
Is there any way possible? Any possible way?
I would have to talk to my manager, but right at this present moment, I'm going to have to say no. But I can't, because I
So we
cannot
couldn't
rent that
actually
room.
get married in there.
I am not 100% sure, but that is something that I have to talk to my general manager, and she is not here.
Okay, well, what if, like, we got married outside in the parking lot?
That I'm not sure.
Like, because then, like, when we're having dinner, you guys could, like, go out and, like, if we pay you, you can, like, roll the, what is that, like, the runner out, and it can be, like, along, like, the parking lot, and then we could have, like, rose petals, like, all over the place, and then, like, at the end, we could just, like, set up, like, an ark or something, and we could have, like, the priest down there, and then when we go to walk outside, we can just be, like, walking down the aisle, you know, and then we could just get married right then and there.
Ma'am, I'm not sure if I can accommodate.
And then, like, I could
accommodate
book
that
the
request.
honeymoon, and then we could just, like, could we have, like, a limo park there, too?
I'm not sure.
Because, like, if we
That
have,
is-
like, a limo there, like, then we could walk down and we can get
Ma'am.
married, and then we'd have the limo there, and then we can get in the limo when we're married, and then we can be like, yay! And we can go on our honeymoon, and we can drive off to, like, the airport? Do you have any airports near you?
We have one.
Okay. That's not
Ma'am,
too far.
Ma'am, please, can I am actually very busy in my restaurant right now. Could I actually get your name and number, and I will have somebody call you back with all
Okay,
the
well,
answers to your
I have one more question. What if, like, instead of, like, you know, for the actual proposal, what if we just do guy mystery number 5?
What? I'm sorry, what was that?
You know, guy mystery number 5?
No, I don't.
Because I feel like that would be, like, really basic, you know? Like, it wouldn't be, like, an exotic animal or something.
No, I cannot have any animals in this building.
No, that's not what it is.
Animal. I apologize.
I was saying like instead of doing the whole animal thing, we could just do Guy Mystery number 5.
What is that?
What do you mean? What is that?
I don't know what.
What do you mean?
I don't know what you're asking me to do.
If we just have Guy Mystery number 5, and then you could just attach the ring to it.
I'm sorry, I don't understand that request.
Hello? Like, how do you? What do you mean?
I don't know what you're asking me.
If we have Guy Mystery number 5, can you not hear me?
Who is that? I don't know what that is.
What do you mean?
Or who that is.
What?
Ma'am?
Hello?
You saying
Could we just do Guy Mystery number 5? Yeah.
Something number 5. What is the first part?
Ready? G as in gorilla. U
Okay.
as in you. Y as in yak. And then new word. M as in majestic. Y as in Y. S as in Sally. T as in Tommy. E as in eggplant. R as in rosacea. And another Y as in yell. And then number 5.
And who is this?
What do you mean? No, that's what we would do for the proposal. Like, instead of, like, the whole dessert thing, you would just do Guy Mystery number 5, and then you could just attach the ring, and then it'd be like, you know.
I don't know what Guy Mystery number 5 is.
What do you mean?
I apologize. I'm trying to figure this out, ma'am. I'm trying to help you out right now. I don't know what Guy Mystery number 5 is. I don't know if that's a food. I don't know if that's a person. I don't know if
no, like, that's what we would do instead of, like, that's what we would do for the proposal. It's not like a thing or something. That's just, like, what we would do.
You want me to write Guy Mystery number 5 on the plate?
No, that's what we would do. And then that's how we would propose.
What is it? Because you're just telling me 2 words and a number 5, and I don't know what that is, or what that, if it's a dance move, if it's a haircut. I apologize. I'm trying to help, but I don't know what it is.
It's Guy Mystery number 5. How do you? I don't know how to like. I don't know how you would explain it, like how you would even explain it further. It's pretty. It's
not. I apologize. It's not self-explanatory to me. I don't know what it is.
Well, like we could just do that, and then like we could just have the ring and whatnot, and then like you could just like we'll just do that. Like we'll just do Guy Mystery number 5. Your manager will know what it is. I'm no offense, but I don't even know how you don't know what it is. But, like, your manager, like, if you just tell your manager, like, do you have it written down?
Ma'am, I have it written down, but I don't even know if we could do it because I don't even know what it is.
Well, yeah, I know. Like, it's kind of, like,
So
self-explanatory, but, like, yeah, but, like, you know how you're going to talk to your manager about, like, the wedding, right? Like, if we could get married?
I don't even know if this wedding is going to happen, ma'am, because I don't even know if we can do this wedding.
Well, yeah, but you can, like, you're going to talk to your manager about it, right?
I'm going to ask her if we can do it, but I'm probably going to say that it's probably going to be a no. I don't even know the full details of anything.
I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, ma'am.
I understand, ma'am, but I'm trying to help you. I really am. I'm trying to ensure that we get you in this building, and if we can do whatever we can, I will help you with that. But I don't even know if I can have a wedding in my building. I don't know if we have the permits for this, if we can get anybody in here to do it. That's what I have to ask my manager. But
yeah, I know, but, like, if you ask your manager, like, if we could even, like, if it's a possibility that we could do the wedding in there, and, like, if you have her get back to me, and then you could say like for the proposal too, like the proposal is the main thing that I want, but like I think it'd be really cool if we could get married right then too.
How about this, ma'am? We just focus on the proposal right now, so that way you can come in, enjoy your meal, have a dessert that says, "Will you marry me?" with a ring, and then you say yes, and then everything is going to be fantastic.
Well, I'm really set on guy mystery number 5. So, like, if you just ask your manager if that's possible, and then...
I will ask. Can I please get your name and your number so I can ask her?
Do you need my last name, too? I told you my first... Do you need my last name? Maybe I told the other guy my name. Do you need my last name, too?
I need your first, last name, and your phone number.
Alright. My first name is Taylor. You know how to spell that? T as in... Do you know how to spell Taylor?
Taylor?
Taylor.
Okay, and what is your last name?
Valentino. V as in Veronica. A as in alligator. L as in Lion King. E as in elephant. N as in narwhal. T as in Tina. I as in igloo. N as in N. O as in octopus.
Okay, and what is your phone number, please?
It is... Ready? Do you have your pen and paper, or your pad, or whatever?
Yes, ma'am.
It's...
Back, your name is Taylor Valentino.
Correct.
Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and talk to my general manager, and I will give you a call back, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. What was your name?
My name is Courtney.
Alright, thank you for being, like, really, really awesome, Courtney.
You're very welcome, and I'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, how long was that?
I don't even know. That was really long.
It was like an hour.
That was really funny. Guy mystery number 5. Guy mystery number 5. He loves you. Oh my god.